Reaching the side entrance, Ayaka motioned for Allie to enter. It's really big. Allie's mouth was wide open in amazement. Giggling, Mizuki said, "It's the same reaction we had when we saw it for the first time. Just don't be too shocked by what you see with the dismantling of the monsters. It could be overwhelming if you never saw it before." Ayaka felt like the situation was a bit surreal. It wasn't long since both she and Mizuki had seen the monster's processing area for the first time. But now, they were acting like mentors, walking a mentee through the steps. "Thank you for your hard work." A worker bowed in greeting. Just like earlier, the service of the processing area, like the rest of the guild, was on point and made them feel welcomed and appreciated. It was even more to the degree of not feeling forced, like some employees at a store greeting customers. "We've captured some monsters and need some assistance with having them accounted for in exchange for guild points," Mizuki said as she lowered the handle of the cart. Ayaka motioned to Allie. "She's also a new adventurer, so please assist her." The worker turned to face Allie. Though their face was covered by the uniform common in the processing area, it was clear that they were giving their full attention to Allie, even though the woman was a new person and obviously didn't have a lot of monsters. Allie nervously raised her bag. "I only have 2 horned rabbits." Not changing the behavior at which the worker was addressing them, they walked up to Allie and reached out for the bag. Wordlessly, Allie let the worker take the bag. "Thank you for your hard work." The worker bowed to Allie as he stepped back with it. Being treated in such a respectful manner, Allie blushed. "Thank you," she fumbled. Behind the worker, there was another worker, dressed in the typical guild uniform, that approached them. This one was a woman with medium-length blonde hair. She bowed. "If you'd like to follow me," the woman motioned with her hands. Allie looked at Ayaka and Mizuki. "Since you're new, they must have figured they'd have someone guide you to the front desk where the transaction is handled," Ayaka said as she motioned for Allie to follow her. Mizuki was already heading forward, walking past the guild worker who had straightened. "I can assist you if there are any questions," the worker said with a smile. Ayaka moved with Allie as the worker led the way. As they were moving towards the entrance into the processing area, Allie was looking at their surroundings, her eyes wide open as she absorbed the images of monsters being transported out of the storage area to the dismantling area. As you can see, all the monsters are stored, then taken over to where they are dismantled. The worker positions herself to be next to Allie. The various parts of the monsters are properly treated to be sorted based on their uses, to be made into food inside the guild or sold to local businesses. Ayaka let the worker explain everything as they reached the door. Mizuki was already walking out into the hallway. Following behind her friend, Ayaka stepped into the familiar hallway. The first thing she noticed was how much louder the shopping area in the main hallway was. This was likely due to all the adventurers making their way inside before the sun went down. Only a small percentage of adventurers would risk being outside in the dark hunting for monsters. Making their way to the counter, both Ayaka and Mizuki waited. It wasn't long before Allie opened the door and entered the hallway, and the employee guiding them emerged to stand behind the counter. "Thank you again for your hard work in hunting the monsters surrounding the town. We've finished counting all the monsters you've brought to us in the cart." The worker went to the monitor. "We've determined that you have 75 guild points worth of monsters." She looked at them, waiting for a response.